Kerala Blasters have already lost a record number of home games this season, but something seems to have changed over the last few games. 3 wins out of 4. A sudden surge of hope with star players returning to form. All 4 attackers involved in putting Odisha to bed in the last game. They like to play a fast, hectic brand of football. Well, ask North East United. They will tell you what that means. But they need to show it in Kochi tonight. This is where the big boys step up. A real test of character and calm tonight in what promises to be a tempest of goals. Off we go in the second one on this Saturday evening.
Intent straight away from North East to get that ball forwards quickly as well. So they're setting a tone here.
Nesta squeezes in across. Early clearance from Drincic, back on the pitch.
Had to deal with it, didn't want to take a risk or take any kind of chance. Straight away, intent shown. Drincic letting Ajari know that he's in a game straight away.
Didim. Didim Talang has been doing very well in his new fullback's role, winning all 5 of his tackles in the previous game. There's a head injury. Ashir Akhtar has stayed down.
Yeah, just a high foot catching him in the face. Another one who's been really good this season, Ashir Akhtar. Got to say, Zabako's done really, really well to help marshal him. There you go. Just a little hug and a little push and a little shove. Just clipped him on the way through. There was no malice in that. It was just his foot caught him through momentum more than anything. So Drincic reacting that way.
Just testing each other's strength as well. Aladin Ajare with that low center of gravity, sometimes unexpected power that he has in his upper body. And Drincic will relish something like that as long as he manages to keep his head.
Well, he won't, because Ajari will get into it. And that's the difference. And Drincic, he has to be disciplined tonight. He has to concentrate and focus on what his job is first. Don't worry about who you're up against. You've got to deal with your situation. You deal with your position. You deal with what's coming at you. And just let the rest go.
12th draw between North East and Goa in the previous game that they played. The highest such tally. In fact, 8 draws between these 2 teams as well. In fact, the teams with the most number of draws in ISL history, North East United with 60, Kerala Blasters with 59.
So what, you're saying it's going to be a draw tonight then?
As long as it's a 3-all.
Yeah.
We won't complain if it's a 3-all.
Oh, you bet. We will not.
A bit of a long layover here.
Just
a cut on the nose.
Yeah, I think they're shoving the cotton buds up his nose and just trying to stop the bleeding, making sure there's no blood on the shirt so he can go back onto the field of play. It happens. Sometimes you've got to be brave as a defender and put your head there. He did. And unfortunately, he found Kwame Pepper's boot.
Ajare. Again, trying one of those from the training pitch. He has impressed a lot, Kuru. Quickly for Jitin, who has found Aladin Ajare with a flick on. And that's why Sandeep has been picked.
Good defending from Sandeep there. Didn't dive in, stayed on his feet. You watch, they'll be fluid. Ajari, Nesta, McCartan and Jitin, they'll all float around those 4 positions up front. This time it's Ajari that finds himself on the left. Sandeep in a good body shape, good position. Wanting to force Ajari down the line. Eyes firmly focused on the ball when he makes his move. Just flicks it away. Good defending.
Early free kicks. Both these teams like to get physical. Like to play a very fast-paced game. Both teams good on the counter. High pressing teams. The preview looks exceptional. Let's see what the game produces. Oh, slight confusion because Ashir Akhtar put his arms up and asked Udim Talang to get in there. who almost got caught. Gurmeet kept it in, not quite. It'll be out for a goal kick.
You could see Gurmeet having a right go at Radim there, saying, I called. But Radim, as a defender, when you're playing in a position like that, if you're not sure, you deal with the situation. And that's exactly what he did. Got away with it here, though, trying to play out from the back, but gets a little bit of a ticking off from his goalkeeper.
Fizzed into Bemama, and Luna fouls the number 6. It will not count. Big cheer goes up because everyone's been waiting for an Adrian Luna goal.
They're saying shoulder, but again, you want to play out from the back, you can get punished. He's just gone with his shoulder, he's leant into Bemama, and there is no way that someone half his size should barge over Bemama. Luna then gets it out of his feet and then hits one of those knuckleballs that goes in, but I'm not sure about that.
Drincic pulled out into a completely different area by Ajare, who was also switching wings.
I think he was complaining that he was pushed and shoved. It's all part and parcel of the game. Everybody's doing it.
With him, McCartan. Iban just shoving him out of the playing area.
Yeah, shoving being the optimum word. I think he went past him there. He's not going to get to the ball, is he? He's played the man and not the ball. It's the pace that he has, McCartan. Gets behind him. That's a push. That's a foul.
Another foul given, this time McCartan going shoulder to shoulder.
We've had a great start here, haven't we, in the first 6.5 minutes. The game stopped about 47 times. That just tells you how committed both sides are. Both teams coming out. They're serious about what they want to do here. And they're little niggly ones at the moment. And that will change.
Goes away from Drincic. And he's got to control that one. There's a new centre-back on the bench.
Well, you can't play football if you can't control the ball.
Ajare tried a trick, and then Noah came up against him and tried to go past him. Didn't see that one coming.
That was good defending, though, from Iban. He was very, very close to him initially.
Nesta. Radim sends it in first time towards Jitin. They're asking for handball. Handball given.
This is where we did the last North East game, Puller, where Jitin has to go over the top of everybody and get up over Koro there and go and bury that with a header. He's waited and waited rather than attacking the ball. I think if he attacks that ball, he causes more problems than what he did do.
So a bit of a slow start in the game against Odisha as well. It came to life in the second period. Searching ball for Luna was blocked quickly by Ashir Akhtar. And then Petra stepped in, taking a couple of risks in Bemama. Twice now that he's lost the ball. First one was given as a foul. McCartan.
Sandeep again, not wanting to take any risk. Good defending. Jitin looking to get him round the back. Bemama, though, you're right. He started slow, hasn't he? Another nearly catastrophic mistake defensively, but rectifies the situation.
Sent in by Samte. Bravo, says Suresh.
Got to be brave to do that. Got to know what's around you as well. Good defending from Iban.
Kuru. Luna. Nicely played back towards Kuru. Was lifted into the path of Noah Sadawi. Disappointing ball back towards the box.
That's the magic coming back, though, isn't it? Adrian Luna with a lovely piece of skill to keep Koro making that run going forwards. That little back heel. And again, Noah's the one that's on. Fires it at him instead of rolling and wrapping it into him. But then, again, just too heavy, Noah Sadoui, with that ball back into the box.
Jitin, again, problems caused by Kuru.
Another back heel as well from Adrian Luna. He's had more back heels than passes so far in this game.
Back heels are passes as well.
You know what I mean.
It's good to see him try those little improvised flicks, just things to join up the play going forward. He's got someone like Kuru to play off as well.
Yep, totally agree.
That's risky, very risky. And Sachin Suresh had to dive in to take the ball off McCartan.
He's got away with that big time. This passing out from the back lark, it's got to be stopped.
Noah. Better this time. Gurmeet spills it. Good that he had Zabako to save him.
Perfect ball in though, wasn't it? A real tester.
Over the top for Jitin. Ajare in the middle. Jitin with some pace. And then played out by Drincic before it could get to Ajare.
He's quick, isn't he, Jitin? He's absolutely electric when he's in full flight. Took forwards in the channel. Sandeep caught ball watching, didn't realise Jitin had snuck in behind him. And he almost does everything correct there. Does well to get in front of the man, but couldn't produce the goods. There's that ball into the box from Noah. Gurmeet will be kicking himself that he didn't take that one. And then Sachin, this was earlier, look. You can't play a ball to your player there. You can't. Goalkeepers have to understand, if you're playing a ball straight to a player that's coming back and facing you, they don't know what's happening behind them. So how many times have we seen that being punished this season?
Nadeem Talang set up. Mishit it. Fell to Bemama. And then to Jitin. Out it goes for a goal kick.
Interesting, they tried to move, didn't they? There's the overlap, there's the one inside. Radim, I think Radim was going to supposedly go for goal, but skewed it wide, and good pressure from Noah as well to force Jitin to take it the way that he did.
The drums have started ringing out, almost in a demanding way now. Here's Sandeep. It's gone out. And there was a period between 2019 and 2022 when Northeast were unbeaten against the Blasters for 7 straight games. And that was quickly fixed over the last couple of years, but still seem to have a lot of problems, the Blasters, when they come up against the Highlanders. Nadeem. Good ball forward for Jitin. Petra. Let's see what Vibin was trying to do.
Yeah, and you saw Noah just wanted it tucked into the channel a little bit more. That was unlucky from Vibin. You see what he was trying to do.
Little stop-start beginning to this game.
Yeah, very much so.
Northeast United with 31 goals, as many as Odisha and Mohun Bagan. 7 different goal scorers, one of them, of course, with 15.
It's quite amusing when you say it that way, isn't it? 7 different goal scorers, but one of them's got 15.
Great season that Ajare is having, but of course he'll be remembered for what he does now in the second half of the season in terms of taking the team through, making sure they get into the top 6 minimum after the kind of start they had. Noah picks it up and lets a shot fly out of his wide boot. It goes wide.
I think you can tell how wide it was going. Gurmeet didn't really make an effort for it. Imama with the clearance, but Noah onto it like a flash. Tries the dipping volley, but just pulls across it, which is why he pulls it wide.
A different shape, almost looks like Jitin and Ajare furthest forward, with Nesta dropping into midfield quite a bit.
They're all rotating. Nesta's on the right now. He was in the middle earlier, then he was on the left, same as Ajare.
Loose ball falls to McCartan. He's got to make a decision. Decision is to play in Jitin, but no pass appreciation, had to be fizzed into his feet.
I think it was the wrong ball from McCartan. I think McCartan's got to give it to Ajare. He gives it to him early, like there, he's in and he's through. As it was, he tried to pick out Jitin, who then tries to pick out Ajare rather than going for goal himself, and completely gets that one wrong.
Especially after the goal he scored against Goa. Thought he would take a touch and try to tuck it past Sachin.
Great finish, wasn't it?
Final third accuracy from Kerala Blasters in terms of passing is less than 30%. Drincic. Just passed it into that space in front of Iban, who didn't look like he was expecting it.
I think it's sloppy from both sides. A little bit clumsy. And both sides a little bit on edge. They know that there's a lot riding on this. The Blasters really need to keep that run going. North East need to turn these single points into 3 points. And you can see there's a bit of tension and a few nerves down there.
Very evident. Iban. Bibin. Sandeep into that gap, picked up by Luna.
Just trying to be a bit too clever, Sandeep. Luna understands the players and what their capabilities are, and if he'd have thought that he could do that all the time, Sandeep, he'd have made the run. He didn't, that's why. Because he wouldn't have thought that that pass would have come from Sandeep. It's a good little pass as well. He was expecting to check back, come and get it to feet.
Yeah, Sandeep had already made the decision to play it down the channel.
No, but you've got to understand players pull up, and 9 times out of 10 Sandeep would turn around and play that into his feet there anyway. And that's what Luna knows. That's why he didn't make that run in behind, because he knew he would never get that ball down there.
Vibin knocks it past Bekioram.
On fire again, straight away, Vibin, like he's not been away.
Northeast United and their wretched record in Kochi. 4 draws is not that bad though, but 1 win at least out of the 8 attempts. This is the strongest they've been in terms of travelling here under One Benali in this second season. So there's more expectation from the fans, from everyone watching, as to what they can do. Luna, beautiful ball for Noah, but he is offside.
When a fraction early, round of applause from him to his teammate for that ball. It was a magnificent ball pinged into him, and you can see he goes early, tried to bend that run, but then just ducks that fraction early. He doesn't need to do that because he's got the pace to get there. Radim Talang, though, that's the worrying thing, because he wasn't open enough to see that Noah was outside him. But that was, we're talking inches there, but he was, and he just went that fraction early.
Just opening up in some moments in this match. Northeast have had some, the Blasters slowly finding the gaps, finding little spaces, utilizing Luna. And here's Kuru. Now wanted to play that quickly. Throw in only.
I think Radim knew straight away, which is why he just turned around and walked away. The arm away from the body there. No expert, but
looked like a handball.
It did.
Here's Luna. Ready? Kuru. Very mature ball into the path of Freddie. And then Bemama was there to clear it away.
Unlucky from Freddie. Just couldn't get a bit more pace on it that it required.
How good is Kuru though? That ball played in for Freddie a couple of times in the middle of the park as well, where he's taken charge of the situation. And he's very careful with what he does with possession afterwards.
He's floating as well, isn't he? We've seen him just popping up in the middle and he's took him back in to the centre. Here it is again. Great ball in for Freddie. Just couldn't get the power and pace on it that was probably required.
There's this raw bravery about him. Youthful exuberance. When it works, it looks so nice.
But you can also have youthful exuberance that just looks complete madness. It's a very, very fine balance. But you are right. Kuru is that type of player that is playing right on the edge and is showing what he's made of and showing his capabilities.
May he never lose that risk-taking edge, especially when you can get it right with technique and the right decisions.
Correct. And you've got to try these things.
Radim over the top. Drincic in some trouble. And he has conceded a throw-in.
If you watch what Ajari did then, he allowed Drincic to have the touch. Then watch what he does. Watch his body. He has the touch, then steps across him. So if he goes to try and kick the ball again, he'll kick him and get a free kick. Very clever, Ajari.
Nesta. Shake of the hip. Radim Talang. Too close to Nesta. Send that in first time. Here's Luna. Couldn't catch it. Instead he got caught by McCartan.
Radim's got to start getting the ball in a bit better.
He always does this. He knew that the block would come. It's not the first time Adrian Luna has done that, and with the way he's walking away, he knew what would happen.
So why go and do it? What you do is you go across the line of the ball and just stay there. Don't go and stand in front of the ball. Make sure you're 5 or 6 yards away, but stand in that line. Then if he drills it at you, you turn around and go, look, I'm moving away. You don't run up to the ball and stand in front of it. You can't do that now. Saw one in the earlier game. It's not nice, you know, pull up. But it is part and parcel of the game.
It's also about not taking the bait. Adrian Luna set it up very nicely. McCartan just bit.
You're not in that position. If it's in your final third and there's somebody on, then yeah, okay, you've got to take one for the team. But there, I mean, they're in their own half.
Achare. Clipped very clearly. Drincic versus Ajari. Keep an eye on that.
Well, they're going to have a little word with Drincic. Definitely catches him. Just been told, any more of that and you will go straight into the book.
A few times now, the two of them clashing. Ajari just getting the better of Drincic in the last few challenges, starting from that throw-in. It all started with a little push and a shove in the box.
If I was Ajari, I'd go and stand on him now and say, keep giving me the ball. You want to play the game? Let's play.
Bemama. It was Zabako he was. Well marked by Kwame Pepra.
Zabako asking for a handball. Kwame Pepra dropping all the way back in. Ooh. Let's have a look at this angle. The arm's away from the body. I tell you. He's trying to hold him off and it's hit his arm. I've seen him given.
Yeah, the arm was across him. I mean, it's a very typical move when the arm is across. So he's not trying to play it.
So it's away from your body and it's hit your arm. Is that a penalty?
How else is he supposed to protect himself? It's a discussion. It's an interesting one.
Correct.
Out of the corner.
I don't think it's enough for a penalty. Personally, my opinion. I mean, I'm no expert in that, but that's my opinion. But at the end of the day, I've seen them given, and you've seen them given. We've all seen them given.
And the world is open to interpretation.
It should be. Everyone's got an opinion.
Nesta. Away by Pepra. Whose touch was weak this time, falls to Ajare. Flashes it back into the box.
Zabako sniffing in and around that far post area. Half decent ball in. Kwame Pepra trying to head it away, but then Cotto for the first time making a mistake in the game. And that's not a bad ball, you know, when it's been put back across and behind that defence and just in front of the keeper. It asks questions.
And trying to play it out from the back again, the Blasters. And then going over the top. Zabako had to clear with Luna around him. Iban. Vibin. Oh, soft again. Becky Oram takes it and he has given it to Ajare. Out comes Sachin Suresh. A calm header into the thighs of Drincic.
That's two goalkeepers today acting as sweeper keepers. Arshdeep in the first game coming out with a fantastic diving header. And Sachin doing exactly the right thing there, just cushioning it down to his centre-back.
Couldn't keep that one in. Luna, just an unkind bounce.
Here it is again. Just given away from Vibin. It's a straight run on a straight ball and everything has to be perfect. Sachin in the right starting position though, which was important.
Still trying to find the gaps. The last time North East United kept consecutive away clean sheets was 6 years ago, in 2019. It's been a long time.
2019. Was that Elko?
It is.
Oh gosh, it's Ori.
Back-to-back away clean sheets, so difficult to find.
There you go, I pulled that one out of the bag, haven't I?
Slightly frustrating.
Yeah, I think both sides pull out the way that this first 30 minutes have gone. It's also it's almost like they're nullifying each other, and there's a little bit of bad play at times where they're conceding possession and the turnovers are there, but it will get better.
And frustrating for ISL fantasy managers as well, in case you have some of the attackers. Ajare, it's an obvious selection in everyone's team. Noah Satawi as well. Lots of tips on the website. Lots of fun interviews as well. Get the app. And the scoreline predictor is also live, as it always is. And there's the QR code. Nicely done by Jitin. Sidestepping past Sandeep a couple of times, but he recovered well. Given away straight to Bemama.
Well, now Iban and Ajari having a go at each other. Well, that was because the ball was dinged through and they just blocked him off. Drincic and Iban just got in the way there and stopped it. Looked as though there might have been a little headbutt there. Not sure who, not sure where it was from, but they did front each other up face to face.
There was a movement, Jare into the book for something said.
Oh, sending him off.
Oh, it is a headbutt. And he has sent him off. Aladin Ajare clearly given a yellow for something he said, but the referees has had a thought. And Iban, whose red card for something similar was rescinded a few days ago, has been sent off for possibly, the replay will tell the full story, making the first move towards that headbutt.
There's the block off, you can see it straight away, the arms go out, and it happens day in, day out in football. Bimamad just dinks it there, Drincic and Iban. There's a little bit of afters, and let's see what happens. And yet, though, he did make that gesture towards him. That's a red card. You cannot do that. You just stand there and just shout at each other. That's what you've got to do, but you don't try and flick your head towards another player's head. If you do, and the official sees it, then this is what happens. There you go. Take that, get off the pitch, the headbutt, and he even makes that gesture. So they're down to 10 men for 60 minutes of the game.
Ajare, who has been setting a trap for for Kerala Blasters' defenders, and one of them has fallen through that trapdoor. Down to 10, lots to think about as we go into the first drinks break of the evening.
It's India,
South Africa,
England, Australia.
It's the best teams in the world.
A battle of heavyweights. Biggest contest in all of sport.
Problems for the Blasters. Ajare has been trying to get under the skin of Drincic all evening. Tries a little something with Iban. Iban just reacts.
You can't flick your head like that. I'm sorry. There's no way. Ajare doesn't go to ground. He stays on his feet, though. So it was just a flick, but it's the intent. That is why he has seen that coloured card. He's shaking his head and can't believe it. If he doesn't do that, if he just carries on shouting at him and swearing at him like he was, just walk away. They both get a yellow card each. Everything carries on.
Just a little dent on his nose for that. But a big dent on the hopes of Kerala Blasters to win this. Stranger things have happened in Kochi.
Oh, yes. It's a long time, though, isn't it? It's a long time to go with 10 men. The humidity down there is going to take its toll. It's going to be taxing. But this is a test now for North East. It's a test for both sides. For the Blasters to be strong mentally.
Vibin gets away from that challenge. And just played in behind Freddie. A couple of options in front of Freddie as well. He didn't pick out. Ajare. Past Hormipam. Looks for Nesta. He tried to set him up again. Ajare continues his run. McCartan. And finally Noah.
All over the place at the moment. Just got to get their shape. They've just got to settle themselves. Interesting to see who's going to just slot in that left back position. Is that Luna's had to slot in there to that left back position. They're rejigging it slightly now. Looks as though it could be Sandy that's coming across to the left back position, and Koro being asked to go to right back. There's the little mess that we saw where North East couldn't get the ball under control, and Kerala Blasters are battling and fighting for their lives.
No one, Banali had to deal with a lot of sendings offs in the first part of the season. A lot of disciplinary issues. Now he has a chance to take advantage of what the Blasters have just done. McCartan. Offside, Ajari.
Went too early. You can clearly see that. Good defending. Just held that line. Hormipam just talking to Drincic. Good play from Hormipam, allowing him to run in behind and then just staying in line with the centre-back Drincic.
Little clipped in the middle of the park. Luna went down.
Becky Oram. The arm went up and a little trip.
No shots in the last 10 minutes. And man advantage is very evident at this point. But they have to go and make it count in that attacking third. Referee's called it back. Samtha stayed down.
Just followed through. Just caught him. A little bit high with that challenge, but he's gone for the ball, won the ball, but the momentum took him into Samti. I think he's learnt his lesson. Spent the last game in the stands.
Noah.
You know, for all that frantic 5 minutes where we thought we're going to be end to end, we've only had 2 shots in the game. One at each end. We're nearly getting to half time.
Koru. Luna. Pepra. And Sandeep takes a look into the box. Very difficult to get that right.
He had to get it on his right foot though, didn't he? Rather than open himself up and whip it with the left.
Nice play between Koru, Luna and Vivin to find Noah. Oh, he just took a little nick. Otherwise Adrian Luna was the favourite to get there. Important touch in the box as Jitin scampers away. Very good tackle from Hormipam. And then a bad pass.
Does all the hard work.
Now it's become frantic.
It's just gone mad.
Pepra's left it. Noah's taken it. And he's taken it into a shooting area. Noah Sadawi, slight touch. Out for a corner.
Well deflected. Samti was the man in the way. Noah Sadawi doing brilliantly here to try and create that yard for himself. It's actually Ash here that it's come off the back of. I'll take their time a little bit now, Kerala Blasters. Try and get through to half time. Try and nick one if they possibly could. Regroup, reset, reassess where they are.
And the Blasters won 15 corners against Odisha, the most that they have in Indian Super League history. Here's the first one of this night. And it's a good one as well. Drincic, who is running back towards the ball, trying to head it in.
But it's a free header. That's the disappointing thing. It's a free header. He's got to at least hit the target there. He's up well. He's over Bamama. He's put his head down. It's hit the top of his head and just bounced off him, rather than his forehead and bang with the conviction. That's a great chance, that is, for Kerala.
Centre-back as well to get those right.
You would expect them to.
They're doing that most of the times on the training pitch. Most of the times in their life.
I allegedly scored once in a while.
Allegedly. We'll have to check that.
Oh, you'll never find out.
Here's Jitin. Ajare. This is where he thrives. Defended well first time. Vibin has to help. Nestor's taken it from him and found Riddin Talang. Here's Becky Oram. Sachin Suresh with a punch outside the box this time. But they're looking dangerous, the Highlanders now. Every time they get the ball, they speed it up.
Yeah, it needs an injection of pace.
Riddin. Bemama. Samte. Defended by Koru. Becky Oram. Ajare. There's the shift. There's the other shift. Shot straight into Milos Drincic.
They were asking for a penalty there, Ajari, but wasn't to be. How dangerous he is when he just creates that yard, drills and fires it in. Straight at the body. This was the one earlier, though, where Ajari skips past Drincic and then just rolls it across goal. Sandeep there to defend. Good defending in the end.
Towards Pepra. Wins the flick on. And Noah went down under pressure. He wanted something more from that. Sometimes when there's a lot of time playing with 10 men, there is a possibility the team might settle. It happens out of habit. If North East United can't score past them up till minute 60 or 70, they get into that little groove of playing like that in that shape.
You keep the shape, that's the most important thing. This now for Curler is all about, it's a mental game for them as well now. They've got to all be absolutely clued in. They've got to make the right decisions 95% of the time, not like that.
Just too heavy for Ajara to run onto.
Oh, Jitin, if he just cushions that, if he just rolls it rather than plays it in. It's well one back for them.
Huge chance there to create an opening for the most lethal player in the ISL this season. Vibin with a great interception. Luna had to stretch too much. And Bemama hasn't been able to get it past Kuru a couple of times. Ajare sends Luna tumbling. Here's Luna. Quickly taken. McCartan. Ajare. Ajare takes a shot. Sachin Suresh had to block it.
That's exactly what he did in the last game, except there was a body there to put the ball in the back of the net, so Sachin's very lucky there. Ajari didn't want to play it down the line to Jitin, who stood still rather than trying to bend in to try and go in to see if there'd be a second ball. I mean, he's got his body behind it, but it's hit his arms. It's not volleyball. Catch it. Take it comfortably. Don't.
Yeah, Vibin knew exactly what he was doing. Asked for a foul initially, didn't get it, and then tried to win it back. Here's Samte. Great shape on that. Just slightly close to Sachin Suresh. Nestor was running onto it.
Did that just take a little deflection? I just wonder. There's that little nick out wide. There, it did take a deflection. Easy in the end for the keeper. Kudal closing down quickly. Bimama got caught earlier on in that move. Vibin just taking him out. Watch, hasn't even gone to play the ball. He's totally played the man. Should have been a foul.
Back on his feet. And he played advantage. He's about to give the foul because they had possession. Action areas are interesting.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? It's 21% northeast pushing forwards, but that will obviously change now that the Blasters are down to 10 men.
Bekiuram. Nicely done. There's McCartan. Nesta. Still Nesta. Blocked quickly by Sandeep. Here's Kwame Petra. Noah. Needs more company. It didn't matter anyway.
The experience of Zabako there.
McCartan. Gets it back. Almost finding the run of Jitin. Luna's back defending. Nesta.
This has been crazy. This half has been, you know, when you go on a roller coaster and you go to an amusement park and it's up and down, up and down. That's exactly how this game has been. Then you'll go round a big tight bend, then you'll do the corkscrew and you're upside down and you just wonder what's happened when you finished on the ride. That's the first 45 minutes we've had here. You've had a good time, but you just don't know what's happened.
Bimama. Jitin, it's a great ball. Jitin couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, Jitin will be disappointed that he didn't do a bit better with that. But he made a run early, and you can see Bimama looking at that run and wanting to put it on a plate.
Nadeem. Guru's taking care of Ajare for now. Here's Samte.
The Dean's crosses today have been poor. They've hit the first man. He hasn't hit any kind of target. After settling into that right back position, just expect him to deliver a bit better quality.
Bekiuram slipped in for Aladin Ajare, saved by Sachin Suresh.
How many times do we see Ajare get into a position like that and the ball nestling in the back of the net? That's a big chance right at the end of this first half. He's playing on the line, right on the shoulder. Sandeep's playing him on. First touch, he let go across his body, drilled it with the left foot. I think that's a reaction save more than anything from Sachin.
In comes the corner. Cleared away by Petra. Nesta. Great ball towards Ajare. He's missed his header. And judging by the reaction, very disappointed with himself. Here's Noah. And in between two. And past the third nearly. Brought down by Bimama. Had to be stopped. Because he was gaining dangerous momentum.
Just taking his time here, the referee over this. This is the problem when you're up against 10 men and they have pace. And that's what Noah's got. Skips past one, gets back inside. Jitin as well. Bimama comes sliding and flying in. He'll get a yellow card for that. It was adjudged that there were more white shirts just behind.
That's exactly what Bimama was also telling the referee. But there's two more defenders. They can't send me off for that. Just making his case very quickly. Adrian Luna from about 25, 28 yards out.
Very, very danger. That's what it could be. It really, really could. If Luna hits one of his little sweet balls that we've seen him hit in previous seasons, it could pose a problem to Gurmeet in goal.
He's placing it with extreme care. It's Adrian Luna, straight to Gurmeet. Spilled it because it was spinning and turning and dipping. And that is the end of the first half. That hurt him like a bullet. Last chance of the game as well.
You knew Luna was going to do this. You've got to claim that. I mean, and now he's holding his chest. I'm not having that. He's lucky he got away with that. Kwame Peprat just couldn't get on the end of that ball there. You can see Wambanali not happy at all. And I'm sure that the curler bench are not happy at all with that red card. Going to be an intriguing, interesting second 45 minutes though, that's for sure, Puller. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game opens up and how it transpires.
Chances for both Ajare and Luna as the half came to an end. It's been up and down, but we need to go higher in terms of quality. In Kochi at half time, it's Kerala Blasters 0, North East United 0.